Hi, and good morning, or whatever time that is that you are watching this. I'm in my pajamas still, I have to admit. It's 8 o'clock, but it's a rainy day. And I came up with this idea at about 3:30 this morning when I finally crawled out of bed at 4 because I realized I wasn't going to be getting any sleep. I came onto the computer and started concocting this idea. Menopause is kicking my ass, I have to admit. And I wanted to kind of make a bit of a record of it and kind of a place for a lot of us who are what they call the Gen X's or Xers, and, have a place to commiserate with each other. I'm a holistic nutritionist. I help people for a living to really balance out their hormones, their blood sugars, lose weight, do all these different things. But I find myself kind of in a position where I am almost feel like I'm losing the battle for myself personally. Know how to give advice for other people, but it sometimes is very hard to swallow my own medicine. And that's okay. I'm all right with that. I have been trying a lot of different things, but come to the realization that, I am pretty much into 2 years into my menopause now. And every day I keep trying to tell myself, this is natural. This is supposed to be part of what life handed to me for being a woman. Sometimes you feel like you got the short end of the stick, though. We got a lot of the good things, mind you, but I haven't slept in about 4 days, and this is not a record by any means. I've done and tried a lot of different things, and I continue to try and do a lot of things, and I wanted to share that with you guys because I know, and I've learned from experience that I'm not the only one going through all this. So I thought maybe that we could get together and talk about this. And if nothing else, I'm talking to myself, getting through it. But I know that there's other people going through this kind of stuff too. And I know that it is sometimes difficult. And I know that a lot of times we feel alone. A lot of times we just want to be alone. But that's why I wanted to put this together. Other than the fact that, like I said, I've been up at 3:30 this morning thinking about this, and when things come to my head at 3:30 in the morning, I usually try to write them down or put them someplace before I forget. Because things get lost sometimes in the brain. um, and that's part of the journey. And that's just the way it is. The gray hair, the losing of hair, the sleepless nights, the hot flashes, the crankiness, the desire to just be alone. So I thought I'd, like I said, put this together to see if, maybe we can all kind of work together towards the same thing. I am not the first one that's gone through this, and I'm definitely not going to be the last one. But sometimes you feel alone. There's so much information out there. There's so much Google searching being done just to find some answers. How to deal with this, how to maneuver through menopause, how to naturally and gracefully go through it. Does anyone actually go through it gracefully? That's what I'd like to know. What am I doing wrong? But the thing is, I think it's different for everybody. So we all kind of have to find our own little path as we go through it and find that whatever works best for us. Right now, I haven't found mine, but maybe talking about it might help. Maybe going through it with some other people might help. So I'm going to start this vlog, start talking about it maybe on a daily basis, start up a Facebook group maybe, and see where it goes and see what happens. Because I know I'm not alone. I know there's other people out there going through some stuff that it's hard to talk about sometimes with our spouses, unless you happen to be married to a woman who is going through the same thing at the same time. But our male spouses don't get it. And yes, our girlfriends get it, but at the same time, some people just don't have that opportunity to have girlfriends around to talk about this stuff with. So this is kind of a place where I thought maybe we could do some talking together. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Wendy. I am a holistic nutritional consultant, and I am actively going through menopause. But my specialty is not hormones. My specialty is weight loss. Kind of ironic, considering my menopause is really severely affecting my weight and has for the last couple of years. And that's some of the stuff that we're going to talk about. I'm going to, maybe see about getting some expert advice on that, and see what happens. So I hope you'll join me. I hope you join me on this little journey. Here I am crying. I'll warn you right now. I do a lot of crying. I think I did even before menopause, but menopause is kind of put me in a different spot where I seem to be crying all the time. And that's okay. If that's not for you, that's okay too. Or you can follow along and join and see what's going on. Give me a shout, connect with me, and reach out. If not, I'm still going to do this because I think I need it more than anything. And we'll see what happens. Thanks. We'll talk soon.